Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening right here in our community, and today will be no different. The 2016 Housing Expo promises to be an event that provides individuals in our community with lots of information about home ownership, as well as some of the other properties that are involved with owning a home or perhaps even renting a home. We are going to be talking with two individuals today who are going to share information about this important event that takes place on November the 12th at campus number 805. Joining me today is Jeremy Foulks. Jeremy is Director of Family Services for the great Habitat for Humanity for Madison County. How are you doing today, Jeremy?
Doing great, Kenny. Thank you for having us.
Listen, man, this is going to be a really good conversation. I've been excited about this, and I know that the buzz is out in the community, and I know that you all are here today to provide us with the great information necessary so that people can prepare for this event. Lauretta Moore is with us today. She is the Program Director for Housing Development at Family Services Center. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We're so glad to have you guys here. First of all, I'm wondering if this is a first-time thing that's happening with this 2016 Housing Expo. It seems like a wonderful concept, but I'm not too sure this has happened before under the auspices of community development for the city of Huntsville. So it sounds like a wonderful event. Tell us a little bit about what it's all about.
Well, the Housing Expo is an opportunity for people to come out and meet with community organizations, lenders, social service organizations, anybody involved in the home ownership process and even in the renting process. We want to invite the public to come out, families, individuals, to learn more about the path towards home ownership and other housing opportunities. So we'll have a number of organizations. I think we're up to 50 organizations to come out at this time, being Habitat for Humanity, Family Services Center, the City of Huntsville's Community Development Office, of course, and so many more. So we're really excited about this event. It's the first time the city has sponsored such a housing expo, and we're expecting a huge turnout. So we're really excited about this.
And home ownership still remains the American dream. I mean, most people want to own a home, even though I know that a lot of millennials are delaying that decision to purchase a home. But I think some point in life, everybody wants to have the place that they call their own. Mm-hmm. And so there's really a path to being able to do that, a path that is oftentimes impacted by choices that people make. I know there are going to be seminars on credit and what your credit score might be and how you can go about fixing some things that you might have some challenges and issues with, financial literacy regarding budgeting, because there's down payment issues, and there are also down payment programs. So there are all of these kinds of things that people are going to be able to get lots of information about. I'm curious as to why, I know a little bit about this, but I'm curious as to why you would say your agencies are involved in this process. Lauretta, why is Family Services Center involved in this Housing Expo?
Well, the main reason that Family Services Center is involved because we do exactly what you named. We are a HUD-approved housing counseling agency. We do provide individuals and families with information on how to responsibly obtain and then maintain your credit, how to prepare yourself for home ownership, the importance of having a spending plan. We've all got to spend money, so let's make sure that we're spending it responsibly and that we are preparing for home ownership. And what we say with like sarcasm, the joys of home ownership, the unexpectancies that come with being a homeowner that can be costly. And what happens once you've had deferred maintenance and that kind of thing, we aren't as enthused about home ownership anymore.
Kind of like buying a new car, and a new car smell wears off in about 3 months, and that payment settles in for about 5 years.
It does, and then you're like, why didn't I pay cash for just, for a car? It's the same, you mentioned millennials. Why didn't I just rent instead of becoming a homeowner? So what we try to do is prepare individuals and families. The family has to be on the same page. It can't just be the head of household or whomever within the household has the spending power, decision-making responsibilities, because even as we know, the dependents who don't necessarily contribute financially, they have influence. Parents feel obligated obligated. We get guilted into buying different items and things. So if everyone's on the same page about the goal that we're working toward, we try to help it become a little bit more realistic. And let's break it down into small steps so that we can work towards that goal of homeownership.
Yeah, and everybody moving in the same direction as far as that's very important as well. Jeremy, of course, you at Habitat, and Habitat is well known for building houses and helping people experience that American dream. What is your commitment to this process?
Well, Habitat for Humanity of Madison County has been in our community for 29 years now. We've helped over 260 families get into good, decent homes that were in need of housing. What a lot of people are surprised about is that Habitat's not a giveaway program. You go out in the community. In fact, I was out this morning talking to some people in the community, and they thought, Habitat, they just give away those homes. And that's not the case. We actually do home ownership. We build homes for families in need. We actually finance those homes with a 0% interest mortgage over 20 to 30 years. This way we're saving the family probably about half the cost of the home buying process or going through the mortgage process. And we do require partnership from the families. So there's a number of steps you have to go through in order to get a home through our program. First of all, again, you have to have the need for housing. Second, you have to have the ability to afford the home. That's something I know Lauretta at Family Services Center, and we preach very hard. We want to make sure we're not setting a family up for failure. That's the worst thing we can do. We just got out of a housing mortgage crisis, and we want to make sure the family can afford the home. So we always make sure that they have the income, they show responsibility in making payments, and they have that they meet affordability guidelines.
Yeah.
And the third part of our program is it's a partnership program. And that's not just a partnership with the family, the individual who's getting the home, but it's also a partnership with the community. You know, every home that we build is done in partnership with the community. Sponsors from churches, businesses coming together and working together. We work with Family Services Center in the city of Huntsville. In fact, I was looking up a stat this morning. In the past 11 years, since 2005, that down payment assistance program that the city of Huntsville has, over $425,000 have gone to Habitat homeowners to pay down the first $5,000 of their mortgage. Wow. And that's just, I got chill bumps when I saw that. That was an amazing number.
It's an amazing number, and it really demonstrates why this Housing Expo is happening and why it's a partnership between many entities, because when these things work, the city works.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a win-win situation for everyone involved. It's a win-win situation for the city. It's a win-win situation for the nonprofits. It's a win-win situation for the homeowners. It's a win-win situation for the community in which this house is going to actually be a part of. Sure. And so it really is a very important and integral part of making the community better all across the board. And I think that's so powerful and important. You know, Jeremy, you're talking about the partnership that's involved. I always like to help people understand that whole notion of sweat equity because, as you said, there's a real investment in the process of home ownership. And Habitat, of course, promotes the doctrine of sweat equity.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us what that is.
Sweat equity is, we require every family that comes through our program to do 350 hours of what we call sweat equity. And that will be volunteer work. Most of that will be done with the Habitat affiliate, helping out in our restore. You'll see a number of families out there on the construction site getting their hours done. We'll also require them to do 55 hours of home ownership and financial education. And those classes will deal with the mortgage, they will deal with construction and home repair, they will deal with being a good neighbor and community development. They will also have an extensive financial process in that program. Dealing with Financial Peace University, Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, 9-week course, and then we do day-to-day budgeting as well. So it is extensive. But that partnership, that sweat equity, is putting time and energy into that home, putting time and energy with the affiliate, because the affiliate's partnering with them, the community is partnering with them. And we've actually got families who are going out in the community and volunteering with other organizations to get those sweat equity hours. So it's going all the way around and helping everybody out. So we're real excited about our partner families who are out there working and working out those hours. And we've got a good number of families ready they got their sweat equity hours in to build in the spring. I think we're looking at about 6 houses. So
that's powerful. And not only that, but you have the possibility that people would take a look at Habitat and say, oh yeah, those are those home builders. You have Family Services Center, and you might have somebody that says, oh, it's great that they have these classes and these programs to kind of help people understand some things. When really at the end of the day, you're really talking about human dignity value, promoting some very basic, fundamental aspects of a person's life to help them feel good about who they are, the ability to be able to take care of their family, to be able to have a place and identify themselves in a community is so important. To have a job is extremely important. And so you're selling more than just the product itself. You're selling this really holistic aspect of building a person's life. Isn't that right?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Jeremy mentioned the down payment assistance program with the city of Huntsville, and right now Family Services Center administers that program. And so making sure that people are aware that if you have a product that does not give you 100% financing, there is up to $5,000 available to you to be able to help pay for that down payment, as well as it can go maybe towards some of your prepaid expenses or your closing costs, or any other, there are other fees within reason that can be paid with that program as well.
And that $5,000 is significant in terms of the journey towards home ownership. And not only that, but I think that a lot of times home ownership needs to be demystified. It's like, you know, everybody sees a home and it kind of, I want to own a home one day. But what are the steps to doing that? There really are some steps. And they aren't steps that require a lot of education or a lot of financial, acumen, but they're basic fundamental things that people need to know, even coming out of college, because so many young people coming out of college today are saddled with student loan debt and other debt. And they're trying to get work, and sometimes their ability to get work is impacted by the fact that they have this huge student debt. And then they're trying to own a home, or they're trying to make ends meet, and they're not working at the salary that they thought they would get coming out of college, and got all these different challenges. People really need to start thinking about this path as early as possible. And so I would imagine that there's a generation of people out there that you want to reach through this Home Expo as well, that may think, it's a Home Expo, I'm not there yet. But in this college community, I would suggest lots of college students come out, learn more about how they can own homes and the whole process of doing this. You have workshops that deal with tenant and landlord resources. There are a lot of people who have homes and they're renting those homes out. Well, what does it take to be a landlord? There's some rules and regulations involving that process as well. So there are lots of things that are going on. You have aging in place planning. You have small business strategies, remodeling and repair demos, veterans resources, affordable housing showcases, aging in place planning. You have a lot of things under one roof. This is a true one-stop shop, and it all takes place on November the 12th. So tell us where it takes place, how people can get more information about it, and anything else that we may need to know about this awesome event.
It's going to take place at Campus 805, which is over there on the corner of Triana and Governors. And it will be from November 12th from 9 to 1. If you want more information, you can look at the City of Huntsville website. There's information there, and we'll tell you about all the vendors there. And I also want to mention, I don't know if I may have misheard you, but veterans.
Yes.
We'll have some programs there for veterans as well. So we'll have some breakout sessions where you can come in and listen to some classes and ask some really detailed questions. So really exciting times.
Yeah, I have to say I really like the fact that it's 9 to 1 too. It's like a 4-hour block. It's not a huge commitment of time. You can kind of come out and get what you need. Everything won't be for everybody, but whatever is there for you, you can take away from this experience. I imagine there'll be a lot of networking and a lot of connecting taking place in this process where people can identify community resources. And this is just so important to the success of this community. I just think this is absolutely amazing that this is happening, and I'm so glad that you all have had a chance to talk with us about this today. I want you to tell us how people can get in touch with you, because you independently have services that are available to people, and you may have piqued their interest. It's something that you said today. They may want to contact you and find out more about how to get in touch with you. So, Jeremy, tell us a little bit about how people can connect with Habitat.
Well, you can go to our website, www.habitatmadisonco.org, or you can reach us at 256-533-2282. I'm at extension 115, so you can call me. I can tell you a little bit more about the expo or other programs that are going on at Habitat. And we're located at the corner of Pratt and Washington at 400 Pratt Avenue Northwest. And come by and visit our restore as well. We have building supplies, so if you're doing some remodeling, come on in, visit. we may have some supplies for you.
Yeah, I like the way you cut out the middleman too. You said,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
my extension. You get right to me.
Please do.
That means he's serious. So get in touch
Definitely.
with him for
Absolutely.
sure. Loretta, how can people get in touch with you at Family Services and find out more about the things that you have to offer?
Naturally, we have a website. We're located on 4092 Memorial Parkway Southwest, Suite 205. Come by and see us. You can call us, 256-551-1610. I'm at extension 218. You can shoot me an email. I think most importantly, you can come out and meet us one-on-one and talk a little bit about your specific situation at the housing fair. Housing permeates every aspect of our lives, so there is something that you will walk away with that will be beneficial to you, whether you are renting, whether you are looking to become a homeowner, whether you already are a homeowner. At Family Services Center, we are blessed to be in partnership with the City of Huntsville to do development as well. We build quality, affordable new construction. We are a housing counseling agency that can help prepare you. You could buy one of our homes or you could buy the home of your choice. So we can help kind of with that preparation. And again, the down payment assistance program is with us right now as well. So we can assist you in learning more about how to utilize that program.
There's nothing like options, and you've given us
There's
a ton of them
options.
today. I really appreciate
Absolutely.
that. Thank you for sharing that great information. Jeremy Foulks, again, he is Director of Family Services for Habitat for Humanity for Madison County. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Lauretta Moore is Director of Housing Development at Family Services Center. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
All right, and I'm really excited about this Housing Expo. I know I'm going to be there, and I hope that you will too. I hope that you'll take advantage of the opportunity to come out and be a part of this important event on November the 12th from 9 to 1 at campus number 805. And you will not be able to miss it right there at that little intersection. Some people may know it as the Old Stone Middle School. That sometimes is an identifier to help people out. I hope that you've enjoyed the show that we've aired today, and I hope that you will like our Facebook page, which is Impact with Kenny Anderson, where you can see a video of the show that you've just watched and some behind-the-scenes photos of the guests on the show today. We hope that you'll also tune in for our next edition of the broadcast. In the meantime, we hope that you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you again soon.